Now I am discussing the format that is used for the computation of income from profession. First, I will take up the case of the doctors or the medical practitioners. So in case of income from profession, only two things you'll have to keep in your mind. One is the professional receipts and the other one is the professional expenses. What we do is we actually take up all the professional receipts and we deduct all the professional expenses and we arrive at the taxable income from the profession. Okay, so here now let us look into what are the various professional receipts which the Income Tax Act identifies. One is the operation fees. So by virtue of the medical profession, these are all very profession specific receipts which are there. First one is the operation fees. Next one is the consultation fees. They do the consultancy and they get fees, visiting fees. They go on to visit the hospitals, out of which they earn their income. Sale of medicines. So purchasing and selling of medicines is one of the primary activities which they does. Gift received from patients. So here, sometimes what happens is if when a patient is treated, some patients, they do give the gift. So that is considered as a professional receipt. Examiners fees, they do conduct examinations and they do get the fees. Remuneration received for writing articles in professional journals. So there are medical journals which are available, and if an SSC who is basically practicing medicine gets remuneration out of that, that is considered as professional receipts. So now let us go with the professional expenses. So everything, if you have to run a clinic, you need to give rent, you need to provide lighting, you need to provide water charges, you need to, give salary to the staff, telephone expenses, and so on and so forth, right? So all those things are there. Cost of medicines. So right now I will restrict my discussion only to the cost of medicines. The rest of the other things I'll take up when that particular case comes. Next one is depreciation on the surgical equipments. So surgical equipments are depreciated at 15%. So here you are given the rates of depreciation by the Income Tax Act. So depreciation on books. There are medical books, there are two types, so annual publications and non-annual publications. The rate of depreciation is 40%, 40. If in case the rate of depreciation is not given in the problem in all these cases, that is the assets, okay, and the books, you have got to charge at the rates which are given under the Income Tax Act. Okay, so coming down here, the expenditure which is incurred to increase professional knowledge. Sometimes, the assessee might incur expenditures to increase the professional knowledge. Motor car expenses. The depreciation for the motor car is 15%. Sometimes, even in the problem also, they might give a different percentage. Then in such a case, you will have to go with the percentage which is given in the problem. Otherwise, you will have to go with the rates which are prescribed under the Income Tax Act. Professional tax, if any professional tax is paid, any other expenditure incurred during the year pertaining to profession. Depreciation on computer. So computer is depreciated at 40%. Furniture depreciation is at the rate of 10%. So now I will be discussing about the rates of depreciation that is given under the Income Tax Act. So here, the first one is the buildings are at 5%. So I have taken up only those which are very important from the perspective of solving the problems. There are rest of the other depreciation rates which are there. So that particular thing you can just take care of. So here I will go with only those which are very important. So you can just study about these and just go ahead. So buildings at 10%. Neon signboard. So neon signboard can be depreciated at 10%. Then the furniture at 10%, plant and machinery at 15%, car at 15%. Then the books, as I told you, annual publication is at 40%, computers are at 40%, intangible assets. So patents, technical know-how and all, 25%, typewriter, we don't have it right now, but Income Tax Act provides for the typewriters depreciation to be at 15%. Surgical and X-ray machines are depreciated at 15%. So these are all the rates of depreciation that you need to keep in your memory. Now let us go with 2014 paper. So this has come in section B. So I'll discuss this problem. Dr. Chetan has provided the following information for the year ended 31st March 2020. Compute his taxable income from profession for the assessment year 2021. So here you are given the receipts and the payments. So usually in the problems, you will be given the receipts and the payments. You just need to take up the receipts. Under the receipts, the ones which are related to profession, out of that you'll have to deduct the professional expenditures. Now, if you go with the receipts here, first one is visiting fees. This is a professional receipt. Consultation, doctors do give consultation and they get the fees. Gifts from patients. Gifts from patients is a professional receipt. Sale of medicines. This is a regular feature in the field of medicine. Operation theater fees. All these are professional receipts. Dividend received. Dividend is nowhere related to profession. So this is taken out. So coming down to the payments, let us see which are all the ones which I can put under professional expenses. One is salary to staff. This is a professional expenditure. Clinic rent is a professional expenditure. Purchase of medicines is a professional expenditure. Professional books, I told you, 40% is the rate of depreciation. So we will have to depreciate 20,000 into 40%. I'll repeat. The professional books are depreciated at 40%, whether they are annual or not. Okay. Car expenses, half is personal. So when 50% is personal, the other 50% is related to the profession. So for professional expenditure, you need to take 5,000 into half. That works out to 2,500. Donation. Donations are nowhere related to the profession. Life insurance premium is related on his own life, right? So that is not related to the profession. So we will not take it up. So now let us go with the solution part. So coming down here, computation of income from profession of Dr. Chetan for the assessment year 2021. So you'll have to draw out the columns. One is particulars, amount in rupees, amount in rupees. Now first I shall take up the professional receipts, add up all of them. Okay, so visiting fees, consultation fees, gift from patients, sale of medicine and operation theater fees. If you add up all these items, this works out to 5,55,000. Going by the professional expenses, salary to the staff, 1,20,000, clinic rent, 36,000, purchase of medicine. Both the purchase of medicine is treated as expenditure, sale of medicine is treated as professional receipts. See, in case of income from profession, only thing is that you have to take the professional receipts, deduct the professional expenses. That's it. So depreciation on the professional books, whether it is annual or non-annual, it is depreciated at 40%. So 20,000 into 40%, that works out to 8,000. Car expenses, as already been discussed, half of it is for personal, the other half is related to the profession. So I am taking up 50%, that works out to 2,500. If you add up all the professional expenses, that works out to 2,36,500. So if you deduct this from 5,55,000, you arrive at 3,18,500. So this is about this particular